Alright, we're working on a 2017 Nissan Rogue here. Don't know that it matters, but this one has the 2.5 liter engine in it. And let me just go ahead and show you what the starter looks like here. And I can leave a link to where I got this. And I believe it was around $80. Now this is where it's going to be sitting in there like that. Your smaller wire and the big wires going here and here. So it's sitting in there like so. Alright, very first thing we want to get this negative cable here disconnected and make sure it's not going to be touching. We're going to get this 10mm here as part of our air. Get these two clips here. Kind of squeeze those and lift this. Alright, let me bring you over here and just show you where we're going. We're going to be coming right down here. You'll find your little transmission tube. We're going to be coming down in here. If you can see this area right in here, that's where we're going to be going. So there's going to be a couple of bolts down in there, and you're just going to have to remove what needs to be removed to be able to get down there to them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and take the battery out here for starters, and I'm going to be removing some of this stuff up here. Alright, we're going to get this connector here. Now, these are really simple. It would be advisable to maybe put some tape or something over to protect them as you take these loose. You don't want anything to get in there, but we're going to take a little flat screwdriver. So if you look right here, we're going to push that. And then that will allow us to fold this up like so. So just fold it all the way up. And just give that a push back. Okay, now I point something out. Now we could have left that and we could take these two 10mm and we could leave this back here. Now what I'm opting to do is I'm going to pop this wire back here loose and the clips on it and get this whole piece out of here as one. So ever how you want to do it. Not saying there's not more than one way. And pretty much every Nissan you're going to see is going to be set up this way as well. So we're going to have a clip back here. We'll pop that up. That wire's clipped onto there. And now I'm going to go around the back and get these others. I'm just going to slide this up so you can see here. Alright, so right down here we're going to have a couple of these clips to get loose. If you can get on the back side of them, you can avoid breaking them. Got one more that's right up here. Alright, we're going to have 4 of these 10mm right here. Alright, now these connectors are the same way. They're going to be color coded here, I believe. Just that tab. Hold it up. Just carefully pull it back straight. And then we'll just go down here and get the next one. So at least when I've got the screws out there, it gives me slack to pull these back, because these wires don't have a lot of slack. All right, so we got one more. All right, this one doesn't want to cooperate. All right, okay, the problem was my other wire up here was in the way. All right, so we've got the last one there. All right, at this point we've got everything unclipped, and we can just take this whole unit out of here as one. That's why I like to do it that way. So there's a better look at that as one piece. All right, I'm going to move on to this. Going to take a little screwdriver and push in here. You'll be able to pull that up. Now we got another one right back here. Let's give that a good push in. And then it should pull that up. So we got that up and off of that bracket. We got a wire clip. We're going to take these two 13 millimeters out, and then we'll get to the back side and get that clip, because it's really hard to get loose. So we're going to try to flip this over a little bit here so we can get to the back side there with some needle nose. All right, so you just want to squeeze that in. And you can pop it off there just like that. So there we have that out of the way. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this wire right here on the fan. And it's just going to give us a little bit more slack here. All right, we're making some progress here. Now I could probably leave this hose for the transmission here, transmission cooler, but it'll make it easier for me to show you what's going on. So I'm going to pop the clip up and off of there, or at least I'm going to attempt to, so I can pull this over. So you really need to get on the back side to get these. Are so difficult that you're all but certain to break them most times. Alright, so I'm getting the top wire there first, and I'll give you some better footage of how this looks, because I can only do so much, but I've got a 13 millimeter. I just want to show you that, you know, I am getting down in here, and just pulled that hose back over there. But we'll start with the big wire first. So I'm just pulling this rubber boot back. There's that. Then we're just going to slip that right off there. Now you can see the smaller one. This is a either a 5/16 or an 8 millimeter, whatever. You want to have a deep socket though. Alright, so there's my little 1/4 inch ratchet I'm using, and we're just getting this loose, and it's coming pretty easy. There's that little nut. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll slip this wire off. Just got the little Alright, so we got our wires loose. Okay, the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to need to remove this dipstick for the transmission, because it's going to be right in the way. See, we've got 10 millimeter. It's right down there. We've also got two over here. We got one here, and we got one to the front there that you can't see at all. It's very hard to show you that, but it's right up here in the front. And on top of that, we're going to need to also take this loose, because we're going to need slack to be able to pull this up. So let's get started on these. You want to pay particular attention to what bolts go where. Get over here and get this one. Then we'll have this bracket loose. And just try not to drop anything, because if you know, once you drop it, it's gone, never to be found again. Okay, I'm over here on the other side, facing towards this dipstick. If you look right in there, that's where I'm taking that one loose. See, this would be the more difficult ones. I'm having to reach around here and get this. Next going to be going at is right down there. I'm going to feed it through this and go all the way down. This extension. Probably not the only way to get to it, but this is the easiest way. Okay, now we get the fun job of trying to work this thing up and out of here and out of the way. So we're just going to have to move things and do what we need to do. And by the way, there was a couple of wire clips, forgot to mention, right here on this wire that were on the dipstick, and also took those out. Okay, I'm going to have to rotate it around here or something. Okay, so I've got it up over the top of this big hose over here. I'm just trying to get it completely out of my way. Alright, finally got it. Hopefully we can put it back where it goes. There we have that out of the way. Now you want to take something and go down there and cap that hole. Took that metal bracket off too, because I realized that it's kind of limiting the visibility here. Alright, so we're going to need a, let's see, was it 17? Yeah, 17 millimeter. And you're going to want the appropriate length. And it's going to be able to clear the front of this, but yet get over here to where we can do something, so we can get some leverage. So initially, you're going to need extended ratchet, a breaker bar, or something. They're going to be really tight. All right, so we've got that one loose. Let's get the top. All right, so we got them loose. I can go down here with a smaller ratchet or something. It's a little easier to move around. Okay, I'm just using a smaller 3/8 ratchet now. Alright, so there's the lower one. I'm trying to get my cordless in here. Alright, and there's that upper. It's a really long one. Like I said, I'll give you a little bit better view. Some different footage going back in because you can't really see anything I'm doing here. Alright, let's see if we can get this out of here now. No problem. You will find the most trouble of any of this is going to be just getting clips, wire clips. They are like some of the toughest ones. So here we are. Get our new one. Alright, ready to set this in. Alright, we're going to be putting Loctite on these. And I'll just get the lower. You can see I can easily get to these with my hand. Torquing these to 35 foot-pounds. Okay, I wanted to show you a little bit of that footage so it's a little bit clearer. Going back up, all these are easily torqued. The only thing we're going to do different about hooking up the wires to the starter, we're going to get this dipstick back in here because we need the slack to be able to feed that in. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And you want to pay particular attention of how this routes. It has a certain little fork in these wires that it goes through. And we need to make sure that we get it back there, or we're going to be redoing it. So this is probably the least pleasant, is the dipstick. We got the dipstick tube above this hose. Pulled my red cap out and we're ready to carefully feed this back down in here. And I got this hose underneath. I need to pull that back up. Now we're back down below the tube there. It's just easier to come above it. So we got that back. Now what you want to do is just take a step back and make sure that everything is routed where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to start with this one down here. I'm just going to kind of leave it a little bit loose till I get the other bracket and stuff in place. And we're going to get that difficult lower one for the dipstick next. I can actually see anything a little bit here. So just reaching down under here and kind of feeling for it. I can't really see anything from up here. We'll go ahead and fasten that one up as well as the dipstick now. And this clips back on it right here. We're going to leave this one down here out a minute till we get the start wires hooked up. So starting with that little starter wire. Let's get this secured, tightened up. Alright, so we got the protective boot on, and we get the big wire here. Alright, now we're just ready to start clipping everything back together. Alright, we're going to get this piece on. And just starting with the bottom one first here, you got to push that tab again when you go back in place. It's a little bit more difficult on the lower one here. Actually, I take that back. I don't think you do have to push the tab. Now this wire under here has to be clipped to that piece, or this doesn't want to sit down right. All right, we'll just get these back in place. All right, let's go ahead and test this starter out. Run is cranking really good and strong. All right, so that's going to do it on replacing the starter on here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.